Hey guys, welcome back to this blissful living Mwattu. This is Priscilla and we're back on our topic self-love 101. Today's episode is going to be about shedding of layers. This is a very beautiful topic, but also very painful, I believe. So if you are new here, hey, I am Priscilla. We run this channel, two of us. But in the next months, you're going to see more of me because we have decided I should do a series on self-love. It's a beautiful topic. Let me first position my pillow. It's a beautiful topic. I have been on this journey for 5 years, and if you haven't watched my first video, please go right here or here. Wherever the video pops, and just click on it. Do me a favor, subscribe, click on the bell so that you get nothing pass you by. This has been a very beautiful journey, so I thought, hey, wait a minute, why can't I give back? Because it was also given freely, so you also give back freely. I thought, let me just sit down and talk to my sisters and brothers about this beautiful topic on finding yourself, on loving on yourself, on peeling off things that don't belong to you, or peeling off things that don't feel comfortable, or peeling off things that don't bring growth, right? So here we are on episode number 2. And if you're old and you're coming back, thank you very much for following. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate. On episode number 2, so how do we get our layers off? If you are a grown-up person, you might be even 18 or even 17 and a half. You must have experienced so many things until now, and I believe many of those things are not really positive. They can be negative, they can be heartbreaking, or life can be heartbreaking at times. So getting on the journey of self-love and starting, first and foremost, go and watch. I can't emphasize this more. Go and watch video number 1, please, so that you know where I'm coming from when talking about these things, but also get to know where to really start. This is just the episode number 2 of that video, right? So go watch that and then come back, because this is going to be a very short video and just shedding off your layers. First and foremost, why did I pick shedding off the layers as my number 2, as my video number 2? Because I greatly believe that if you want something beautiful to grow, if you want something to grow very healthy, you have to first cut off each and everything that doesn't promote its growth, right? If a farmer wants to if he wants to grow something into his land, he first cultivates it, he first works on it rather, so that when the seed goes in, it has got the space to grow, it has got the air to breathe, it has got sunshine can easily come onto that plant, right, onto that baby plant, because each and everything has been cleared away, right? So I will give you an illustration on my zizi plant. The zizi plant has a very long name. I believe it's Latin, but let us shorten it up. It's a zizi plant for me, right? As I bought the zizi plant, it was huge. I think it was up to here, right, when I bought it, and this is like 1 year ago. But because I wanted it in a certain place of my home where it fitted rightly, it has to be this size for it to look nice. I am a plant mama. Let me first talk onto that. I am a plant mama, and if you don't know what a plant mama is, you're not on Instagram, my friend. A plant mama is someone who decides to nurture plants at their home or in their garden. We unfortunately don't have a garden yet, but we have got a balcony, and when it's summer, it's the balcony. When it's winter, they are house plants, right? So I got myself a zizi plant because the zizi plant doesn't really need much attention. I was a plant killer before, honeys. So I researched and I got myself a ZZ plant because it really can pretty much take care of itself, right? It goes 2 months, almost 2 months without water. How beautiful is that? But still, I'm a good plant mama. So as you can see, these leaves are dark green, and these leaves over here, they're light green, right? So why am I showing you this? As I bought it, it was this size, but like I told you, I wanted it in a certain size so that it fits the room, the space it was meant to fit properly and beautifully. So I cut it carefully. My illustration is all about when you are starting on this journey, you want something to grow beautifully, in good structure, in strength, right? So you have to cut off each and everything you don't want. This is why I call this shedding of layers. You have to cut off the layers. If it's up to here and you feel like, wait a minute, my life it looks like it is growing, but all this growth over here, I don't like it. I don't like ABC because much of it is negative. I'm just illustrating on this because it's an example. I don't like this. This feels like each and every time I'm in this relationship, I feel like I'm broken. Cut that off. Each and every time I face this examination, I feel the fear. Ask yourself, why do I feel this fear? You have to go into those layers and first of all unpeel them. You don't necessarily have to first cut them off, because in many cases you have to first unreveal what is down there, what is behind my brokenness. Why am I fearful when it gets to this and that? Why am I insecure, right? Like I said in the other video, each and everything that occurs in your life, each and every habit, fearfulness, insecurities, they have got behind the facades, behind that insecurity, there is something behind it. There is something bigger than the insecurity that we see on the surface. Behind rudeness, hey, my friend, there is something behind that, right? So because this is your journey, this is for you, you have to be truthful. You have to be honest with yourself. And you are alone, like I told you in that video. You are alone. This is for you. You can unpeel. Start unpeel. Just imagine you've got a wound, a bad wound, because these things are not physical. Many of them are not physical. If you have decided to go on a self-love journey, many of these things, I believe you agree with me, they're not physical. They're emotional. They're spiritual. They go on your mental, right? So these are big wounds. So just imagine physically you've got a wound and you are never pulling off the plaster for air to go through, for it to dry, for it to heal. You're always putting on more plasters and more plasters, 1 plaster, 2 plasters, 3 plasters. Just imagine 1 decade, 2 decades with those plasters on it, and you're just adding on. No fresh air, nothing. Nobody is supposed to look into that wound because you think it's so rotten inside. Nobody has to see it. So just imagine how bad that wound must be after some decades, after some years. So in this video, my friend, I'm just here to tell you, before you do anything, after watching my video number 1, I need you to come and pull off the layers. I need you to ask yourself to sit, to write, and ask yourself, why am I the way I am? Of course, in that area of your decision, in the area you want to change something. Because like we said, self-love is such a huge thing, and you have to decide, you have to be intentional with, I'm going to change, or to first work on this, and then we will get onto that, onto the other things, like slowly by slowly. No, once you've built a foundation of self-love, I'm telling you, you're going to benefit so much from it. Your relationships around you are going to be more clearer, more beautiful, more healthier than they have ever been. So my friend, my prayer for you is that once you start shedding off your layers one by one. I ask you to ask God to help you, because many are going to be very painful. Don't stay on the surface. This is my advice to you. Don't stay on the surface. If it's a wound that you have been putting on plasters and plasters and plasters, the plasters on top might be very easy to remove, but once you get onto the nearer you get to the wound, the more it's going to hurt. So I ask you to ask God. I ask you to ask for His guidance. I ask you to ask for His presence, because I'm telling you, when you are in the presence of God, He's going to guide you. He's going to tell you. He's going to soothe your wounds. Let's put it like that, because like I said, it is going to pain in the first place. But if He's there, I believe in His presence, you will receive His soothing love. You will receive His calmness, and you will receive His knowledge in the first place. For you, because we need also knowledge in these things, right? They might be emotional, they might be very spiritual, but I believe we need wisdom for Him to tell us what to unpack first, right? What to unpack first, what to look at first, what to look at second. Yes. And I pray that you will once give testimony of you unshedding the baddest wound in your life. You will be brave in unshedding, in pulling off your masks, in pulling off your plasters, in unrevealing your wounds to yourself. Because I'm telling you, many of us know our wounds very well, but we are still in denial. We cover ourselves in beautiful made-up faces. We cover ourselves in you don't talk to me like that. I am a strong woman. But underneath that, there is a scared girl. Underneath that, there is a scared woman who is just like, what is the future going to look like? Or there is a scared girl that is saying, oh, my past, I blow it up, right? So just be honest to yourself. And I pray really that God gives you the honesty, rather the braveness. You have to look that up. Correct me in the comment section. That He gives you that courage to sit yourself down, to be honest with yourself, and start the work. So thank you very much for joining in. If you are new, how did you get to know me? Yeah, did someone tell you about me? Where are you on this self-love journey? I would really love to know that. And if you're old, thank you very much for joining in for episode number 2. Please, old or new member, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so that you will not miss on these episodes. We're just on episode number 2, 28 more videos to come. And like I promised, they're going to be short, they're going to be practical, and they're going to be from my heart, because I've been there and I'm still there in very many things. I'm still there, and like I said, this is a chat. We are all learning. One has more knowledge than the other, one has more experience than the other, but that doesn't mean that we've all figured things out. Don't let anybody tell you that. Nobody has figured anything out yet. This is the beauty of life. We are all somewhere. Someone is here, the other one is there, the other one there. But still, we are all figuring out life. So the earlier we get to realize that we have to come together and learn from each other, the better and the more beautiful life will be. So thank you very much for tuning in. Bye. See you in episode number 3, and it's going to be beautiful. Episode number 3, I think it was on my self-love journey, me beginning my self-love journey. I think episode number 3 was the most beautiful. It was the most painful, I must say. Pulling off my plasters was painful, and because I was new, it was all new to me. It was really painful. But episode number 3, it was painful, but it was also the most beautiful for me. So don't miss out on this, honeys. Don't. Okay, honeys. Bye again. See you.